Hey everyone, it's Jillian. I'm back with another video, finally. I took a little break. I thought I was moving in with my boyfriend, and so I was really stressed about that and planning for that, and then suddenly I wasn't until more like February, so I don't have to worry about that. So all that stress for nothing, and then I got sick and I was in no condition to be filming videos. And I'm still kind of recovering, so if you hear a little nasally voice, then that's why. But today we're going to talk about beauty tips and tricks, hacks, whatever you want to call it. Just everything from nails to shaving to hair to what else do I got? Lips, eyes, everything. Makeup brushes, everything. So I have 13 tips. So let's get through them because I have a lot. And this has been through over years and years of me testing and trying different products, wasting my money on a lot of products, like a lot of products, to find the best. And I think this stuff is the best in these categories. So what should we even start with? I got a lot on heel care. It is so hard because I have dry skin. It's really hard to keep my heels nice and smooth, not calloused, because I am a nurse, so calluses can form, which are gross, and just not to have gross feet. So what I do is a couple things. In the shower, let's go in the shower. In the shower, I use these pedicure blocks. I don't know what they're actually called. What are these? Pumice blocks. I get these on Amazon. This brand is called Ton. I don't know. They're cheap. I get them on Amazon. I think I usually use the dark blue side. There's different, like, one is coarser, one's finer. They don't seem, I think the blue side is coarser because I want, like, the most. Well, let me start with how this all started. So how this all started was, as a nurse, I'm in my shoes, my sneakers for like 14 hours, most of that on my feet. And it's kind of gross, but when I would get home, I always felt like my feet stunk. And yeah, after taking my shoes off, I just felt like my feet stunk and I didn't know what to do about it. And I finally heard this tip from a YouTuber about softer feet using a pedicure block. Well, I used it to get softer feet, but I also found that as soon as I started using these every single shower, that my feet didn't stink after work anymore. So this tip is kind of all about feet, but we've got, so the pedicure block helps with smoothing out the heel, but it also helps with stinky feet. But with also, the other part about smoothing out heels is I use at night, or for my night, because I'm a night shift worker, so in the morning really, but at night before bed, I got on Amazon this big tub of raw shea butter. And I mean, I'll never go through this. I've been using this for forever, and it's, yeah. So it's this really thick, like, wholesale material, really. It's so nourishing. It's like a thick oil. It's almost like coconut oil, and you could use coconut oil. I'm just, for many reasons, I don't use coconut oil, but as soon as it warms up with the skin, it gets emollient, and it's just the best that I've found for putting on your heels specifically. I only put this on my heels. The rest of my feet don't really need it, but yeah, so I do that. You could also like put socks on over the shea butter, but I can't sleep with socks. I just can't do it. So I do that at night. And then, oh, and that brand is Halal Everyday, Halal Everyday Raw Unrefined Shea Butter. I mean, this is like a core ingredient in most moisturizers, and I was like, one day, why why not just buy raw shea butter? Why am I spending $75 on this fancy moisturizer when I can just buy the raw material and have it be, because the shea butter is what's doing it. So anyways, and then when I do my pedicures, which I do my own nails, I do my own pedicures. When I do my pedicures, I have 2 different things that I use on my heels to really get everything smooth and get all the dead skin off. I do use the ped egg. I'm a sucker for it. Call me like a millennial, but I do use the ped egg. It's like a cheese grater for your heels, and it freaking works. I do this to get the bulk of the dead skin off, and then I kind of shave it down, or sand it down to make it finer and smoother with this nickel. I should have looked up what this actually was. I know this material is nickel. It's like a nickel like heel exfoliator wand or whatever. So I kind of like sand it down. This gets like the bulk of it off. It's super coarse, it's super rough, and then this is really fine and just sands it right down. I did want to mention that I used to use this electric thing, and you press the button and it's like a pumice stone that is supposed to make everything smooth. I found that with this, if you apply too much pressure, it stops. So I found I couldn't get what I wanted, because whenever I would apply too much pressure, the thing would slow down or stop, and it just wasn't doing it. So don't buy these. Buy these. So, and then I finish it off with my pedicure. I finish it off with the raw shea butter. And that has made my heels the most well-maintained that I can get them, basically. Okay, let's talk about, well, since we talked about pedicures, let's talk about manicures. This is just a really small tip, but once I found them, they changed my life. I got these at Sally's Beauty Supply. I have a little baggie of them. They are pointed Q-tips. They have such a fine, beautiful point. There, they have such a fine, beautiful point. These are the best for cleaning up the edges around your nails. So you just have a little, you can get these at Sally's too, a little thing of acetone, dunk it in and clean up around your nail. You can get right in the crevices. It is so much better than a regular Q-tip or a brush. I've found. I've tried to use nail brushes. They're too loosey-goosey, you know, they're not firm enough. These are nice and firm. I also suggest never using anything but pure acetone. It may be harsh. I know it's probably toxic to breathe in, whatever. But this gets the job done. Like, it just does. I've tried the strengthening, fancy, moisturizing acetones, and I just find that pure acetone is the way to go to remove your nail polish, to clean it up. So I just put it in the little jar, get my pointed Q-tips, and I'm ready to clean up my manicure. So I get these at Sally's Beauty Supply. You can probably get them on Amazon if you look up pointed Q-tips or anywhere on the internet, but I've found Sally's always has the best ones. I don't know. I always get like 3 packs of them to like stock up because I never go to Sally's Beauty Supply when I get them. So one thing I found, now we're going to face. I recently found these, and these are amazing. These were a recommendation from Tati Westbrook, and she is so right about them. They are the forehead tape tocks. Now, I was looking up, what was I looking up? Tape and then T-O-C-K-S is what I was looking up. And I still was able to get to tape tocks T-O-X. I didn't realize it was spelled that way when Tati was talking about it. But these, I used this one last night. These just peel off. If I can get it. It's a very light adhesive. They peel off. They have stuff on it underneath, plus like adhesive, and you just put it on your forehead and in between your eyebrows, which is a trouble area for me, so I'm glad it goes in between the eyebrows. And you go to bed with that for the night. It's really easy to peel off in the morning. It's not too like harsh of an adhesive, but it's enough to stick on for the whole night. It does stay on my face all night. And in the morning, when you take it off, your forehead is so smooth. Every pore vanished, every wrinkle vanished. Now, these are temporary results because I found, like, I didn't use them the other night, and the next day when I was doing my makeup, I noticed all the lines and all the pores. And so I knew, like, you do have to use these every night to continue to see results. It's not going to change your skin permanently, but it'll be enough to change it for that day. So on the back, it does say contains wild yam and snow mushroom. I hope there's more than that. Like, I want the really like harsh ingredients. I don't even care. I don't always believe in all the natural stuff, but if it is just wild yam and snow mushrooms, I'm impressed that a natural product like that would do that much. I mean, the results were incredible. I was blown away. And then let's talk about dry skin first, and then we'll talk about acne. So whenever my skin is particularly dry, this is the face mask I always go to, and it's lasted me a long time. What I usually do is when I dye my roots, I do it at home, you know, box color and everything. When I dye my roots, I also do a face mask for that 30 minutes that I'm waiting for the color to sit in. So this is usually the one I do. It's just like a routine now. So this is called the Farmacy with an F Honey Potion Plus Ceramide Hydration Mask. This actually works. It comes out, it does look like honey. Kind of funny. Honey, kind of funny. It looks like honey. When you rub it in, let's rub it in real good, it turns white, and it kind of is a warming sensation. Like, it starts to turn white and there's a warming, and then after that you leave it on like that for 30 minutes. This revamps my skin beautifully. It just is great for dry, flaky skin. It will completely refresh everything, make you look dewy, make you look just gorgeous. I love that. I always feel beautiful after I use this. And then I'm blessed with skin that is dry but also gets acne. Only occasionally, but it happens. What I do for acne, and I had a coworker recently ask me about this, and it kind of is what prompted me to make this video of like tips and tricks, because there is a solution to every problem. So the solution to the acne problem is this. I think it was Cassandra Bankson, I think is her name, is a YouTuber that led me onto this. The brand is Cosmetics, and it's called the Clarity Skin Clarifying Serum. It's like yellow, so it must have vitamin C in it. And what I do is I use this in the daytime, and this, if I have active acne, it goes away much, much quicker. It smells very chemically, but it really does work. And then at night, I use this one, the Dermalogica Retinol Clearing Oil. And this one is like an oil with retinol, like a strong retinol in it. This one's very liquidy. It also helps to minimize my pores, minimize any texture over time. So that's my routine. If I have any acne, or particularly like acne-ish skin or a lot of texture, I use the Cosmetics Clarity Serum, which I get on Amazon, and then the Dermalogica Retinol Clearing Oil at night. So day, night. And that acne will be gone very quickly. And I don't just use these serums on the acne spots. I use it on my whole face because they're great for pores too. So it does a lot. And then I've had a problem in my past with dry lips, dry cracked lips that peel and flake and stuff like that. Ever since I discovered Lanolips, that has not been a problem anymore. I'm almost out of this one. I prefer these fruity ones, the scented fruity ones, over the ointment. It's like the original 101 ointment. I like it just because this one has the actual lip top, and so it's easier to put on my lips. The other one, here, let me go get the other one. Hold on. Okay, while I was in my bathroom, I found more stuff for acne, so we'll get back to the acne thing in a minute. This is the other Lanolips. That's just the original, and it has this top, and it's just like a regular tube. So this doesn't like apply to my lips as easily. It drives me kind of crazy. I'm just trying to get through this tube, but I won't buy this one again. But these, the different like fruit flavors, have the lip top. I put these on day and night all the freaking time, and my lips have transformed. My lips are no longer the lips I had before. It's amazing. Another problem I have with dry lips is sometimes I get these dry like fissures in the corners of my lips. I have a weird hack for this one. So this one is, I actually use Abreva, which is for, I think, herpes, cold sores, basically. The fissures that I get in the corners of my lips that kind of hurt, they're not like bumps. They're not cold sores. It's just from like excessive dryness and dehydration, I think. And for some reason, this makes it heal much faster. I don't know why. It does have an ingredient that also numbs the area, which makes it feel better. But it also just helps it to heal. I don't know how, but whatever's in here, it gets rid of it really fast. And that one was just random. I just was so exasperated with the problem, and I didn't know what to do, and I was just threw it on one day to see if it would do anything, because I had it for a cold sore, and it worked. And I was like, oh my gosh, everybody needs to hear about this. This actually works for the dry fissures in your lips that you can get. Okay, while I was in my bathroom trying to find the other Lanolips, I found other things for acne. So this one's a daily toner. This one's a daily toner that I use to prevent acne, but it's also good for treating it too. This is the Pixi Glow Tonic. It's 5% glycolic acid. Any type of glycolic acid that you can get will help treat and prevent acne. This is amazing. I always put it on every morning before my serum. So I would put this on and then put the Clarity Serum on if I had acne. But I use this if I have acne or I don't. It prevents it, it treats it. It's an amazing daily toner. And then this one is if I have a particularly lot of, not really acne, although it would work for acne. It's more when I have a lot of texture. This really helps refine the skin and get that texture down, minimize pores. This is amazing, but this is really intense, so I don't use this very often. This is and this one's like famous, everyone knows this. This is the Paula's Choice 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. So it's a chemical exfoliant, and that's why it helps with texture. But it also helps for acne. If you have major acne problems, use this like, I would say once a week, and you will see a difference in your skin. And then use this every day. And you will see a difference in your skin for sure. Like, those I stand by. Let's talk about hair. I have one little hair thing. I do have dark hair, but it's colored to be that way. My hair is normally a very light, mousy brown. I do not like it. But when my roots start growing in, it just looks sloppy, I would say. And it doesn't look as full. It looks very thinned out. So this helps me look much more full. and it's the Magic Root Cover Up. I have it in dark brown, and that's perfect for my hair. I actually used it today, and you probably can't even tell, but that's one reason my hair looks full today, is because of this. It goes on easily. I just do this kind of business and spray where it needs to be sprayed. Usually down my part is where it shows the most, and like the edges here. And it's foolproof. Like, it's so easy, and it's like 12 bucks. It's the L'Oreal Paris one. I have tried other ones, and technically this is for gray, temporary gray concealer, but it can work just for being sloppy on your roots too, and being late doing your roots. So this one I've used for years and years and years. I have tried other ones and I didn't like them as much. I've tried powders and I really didn't like those. I had to have like an index card right here because it would get all over my damn face, and it just was a mess. It was more of a mess is what it is. This really sprays exactly where you want it to spray, and it's just not a huge mess. And then let's go to makeup brushes. What I use to wash my makeup brushes. And this I'm very proud of because I feel like I invented it. So one day I didn't have anything to wash my brushes, and I didn't want to use like Dawn dish soap. I've tried the Sigmatic, like Sigma solid brush cleaner soap. Hated that. It dried out my brushes like crazy. Don't ever use that. I tried another one from Sigma that was a liquid, and it dried out my brushes. I just find a lot of the times my brushes get dried out from actual brush cleaners. So I just said, I'm just going to use my Dove body wash and see if that works, because it's moisturizing for my skin, so maybe it won't dry my brushes out. And it worked so well. I think baby shampoo would probably work just as well, but that's not something I have on hand. This is something that I use for another purpose, so I always have it on hand. So I've used that ever since, probably for 10 years now. That's what I wash my brushes with. So what I have here though is the Walmart Equate. This is from Walmart, but it's the Equate brand of the Dove body wash. It just says Deep Moisturizing Body Wash, but it's inspired by, oh no, it says compared to Dove Deep Moisture Nourishing Body Wash. So I do get the Deep Moisture one. You can get the Dove if you want, but the Equate works literally the same. So much cheaper. But this, I get the Deep Moisturizing because it helps moisturize my brush hairs to keep them nice and healthy. I love that it has a pump top. It's a huge bottle, so it lasts a long time. And I can just like pump it right onto my brush and swirl it in my hand, run it under warm water, and you're good to go. It cleans it beautifully. I have brushes from like 15 years ago that still work great, and the hairs are in great shape because of that body wash. So that's the only thing now that I will wash my brushes with. I will not try another brush cleaner like ever. I don't believe in brush cleaners. I think they're awful. That's the way to go. The Dove body wash. And then I have some shaving stuff. So I used to have a big problem with bumps on my bikini line, because I like to have a very clean bikini line. Every single shower I shave my bikini line. So I would have a lot of razor bumps, a lot of redness, and a lot of irritation. And it was kind of ugly. It wasn't cute. So this tip I got from a YouTuber. I don't remember who it was, but I use regular Dove body wash for the rest of my body, and then I use Aveeno moisturizing like fragrance-free shaving cream for my legs and stuff. But for my bikini area, I only use shaving oil, and I always use this Tree Hut one because they smell good. This one's pink hibiscus. So this is shave oil. I think it has like vitamin E in it too. It's just like, it looks like body gel, but it's an actual oil. So I just put this, like, you know, pump it out in my hand, gather it up and put it in that area. And, ooh, smells so good. And shave with it. And it has totally gotten rid of all of my razor bumps, all of my irritation. I have no problem anymore shaving that area. So this is like a game changer for looking good in a bikini. And since we're talking about shaving, one tip I have for maybe younger girls out there that don't do this is it's a real thing to shave your arms. Please shave your arms. I think it is so important for a woman. It makes you look so much smoother and clean, and I just don't like a lot of body hair and stuff, so maybe it's just me. Maybe you don't have to shave your arms, but in my opinion, I think it makes you look so much prettier and more goddess-like. So I do use Aveeno for my legs and arms and my armpits. Just because I have eczema, I have very easily irritated skin, so I try not to use fragrances, even though this is fragrance and it doesn't irritate me. I don't know, I'm just trying to do my best. So I use this and then just a regular razor to shave up my arms, and I do that maybe every couple months. I don't do it very often because the hair there doesn't grow very fast. And while we're on that, the only razors I use are the CVS brand generic razors. They're the only ones that don't cut me for some reason. I don't know why. Other razors are just too sharp. So I guess these razors kind of suck because they're really dull, but I need that because otherwise I get cut. My skin is really thin from lots of steroid cream use, so I need a duller razor, I guess. So the CVS brand is where it's at for razors. A really random tip I have is I have a lot of, not a lot, I have a couple piercings. Like I have my tragus pierced, I have my cartilage pierced up here, I have gauges, I have a belly button ring. I think that's it. And I've had problems with them healing in the past. I've had little keloid bumps, or I don't know if they're keloids, but they're little bumps that form and get me scared that I'm gonna get a keloid. And I've had just where they've been non-healing, just taking forever to heal, getting irritated easily. Oh, I used to have dermals, like snake eyes right above my chest. Those actually rejected, and I wish I had used this tip for those because it probably would have helped them not reject and not get irritated all the time. But I didn't learn it until I got my belly button ring, and that thing would not heal. And so I have eczema, like I mentioned before, and I've been on steroid creams since I was a baby. So I just happen to have this on hand. But if you don't have this on hand, go to your dermatologist, try to get a script, maybe go to a telehealth situation and try to get a script if you have a piercing that's like not healing, because this heals all my piercings so quickly. And it's probably not doctor like recommended. I don't know if I would tell them that it's for healing a piercing, but just figure it out. This is steroid cream. Putting steroid cream on your non-healing piercings, I swear to God, or if they're forming any bumps or what look like keloid scars to me, I swear to God it works. It healed all of my piercings like that, except for the dermals, which were trying this. But this healed all my piercings very quickly. I swear by it. If I ever get another piercing again, I'll slap it right on because that shit works. What else do we have? I think we only have one more thing, which is the tanner. Yep, that's it. So one more thing is how I tan. Now, I'm very pale. Like you can see, my face is a lot warmer than my skin, and that's just because I used bronzer and a darker foundation color than I should, but I don't care. I have very pale skin, and when I want to look pretty, like when I'm going to the club or something, what I do is on my arms and legs, I'll use the Sally Hansen Airbrush Legs. This stuff is amazing. Don't listen to anybody that tells you it doesn't transfer onto your clothes though, because it does. It's a mess, but it's so worth it because it looks beautiful. It looks kind of shimmery too. Like it's very glowy and shimmery. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Or if you have like My mom has a problem with a lot of spider veins on her legs. This is perfect leg makeup to hide that and just get a smooth canvas and a nice warm tan too. So I used that, and then on my chest, I can use this, but what I really like to use is the Patrick Ta, what's this called? All Over Glow Balm. This stuff is amazing. It is so glowy. It rubs in easily. It's not too tanning, but it's this beautiful glowy product. It just makes everything shine like gorgeously. You can't really see it there. Here, let me like actually do it right. It makes your décolleté and like collarbones just shimmer and glow, and it is gorgeous. So it's not as tanning as the Sally Hansen product, but it's more for that beautiful glow. So it's just absolutely gorgeous. I love this product, and it has a really nice subtle smell too. I think they use coconut oil here, which I don't love to use, but it doesn't seem to give me any like rash or anything, so that's good. I think that's it though. Did I forget anything? No, I think that's it. So I had 13 or more, because we got off on some tangents, hacks for you. I swear by, oh no, I have one more. One more is the Lumify eye drops. This is kind of going viral now, so it's not as much of a secret as it was before. I first heard this from Holly Madison, the former Playboy bunny. If you have irritated eyes, or you didn't get a lot of sleep and your eyes are a little pink, this will whiten the sclera, which is the white parts of your eyes, like nobody's business. It is so beautiful, and the whites of your eyes just stand out with this product. So it's kind of a makeup secret, like a makeup artist secret to use this. They use it in movies and stuff to just make actors look beautiful, because having the whites of your eyes like stand out is just stunning. I also, when my eyes, I think this dries your eyes out a little. When my eyes are too watery that day and my contact is slipping around because my eyes are just gunky and watery, I also use this, and it will dry them out just a tad and make it so that I can put my makeup on and it's not gonna like run everywhere from all the water coming out of my eyes. Okay, so that was the last thing. So now that's it. The next video, I really wanted to make an August favorites, but I feel like it's too late now because we're halfway through September, so I will think about it. Maybe the next video will be another get ready with me, or maybe it'll be an August favorites. I don't know, I'll think about it. So I will see you then though. Thanks for watching.